What a day. What a hell of a day. Anyways, this is like my 4th time trying to make this damn video. The video is basically about my experience and my frustrations, my likes, my dislikes of what I see in the YouTube community as far as t-shirt business or t-shirt side hustle business or any kind of hustle business, but specifically the t-shirt side hustle business, right? This has got to be one of the most frustrating genres or niches to be in on YouTube. There's some really good content creators who really put out information that people should know without hiding behind a paywall. One of those people is my man Stan Banks. And Stan Banks puts out fire information that all you got to do is watch his videos and you will get the information that you need or that you're seeking, probably from one of his videos. And that's a good example of how information needs to be conveyed in the YouTube space. We don't see that a lot with other people because with other people that are in this space, because they are very vague with their information. And the reason why they do this is because they're trying to steer you to buying their course or to joining their course, and things like that. And I'm not saying that the course and what they do is not helpful. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that if you get into one of the courses, you're not going to learn shit. But what I'm saying is that if you do join those courses or any of those courses from somebody that's really good, you're going to find out a lot of good information. Obviously, they want you to pay for it. And there's nothing wrong with that either, because when you are the content creator, to create that information and get it set up to the point where people can use it, that takes your time. That takes time and effort, and your time should be worth something. So there's no bashing on people that put out courses and stuff like that. My only beef is that when you're putting out this information on YouTube using clickbait, it's very, very frustrating. You don't put a video out saying top 5 things to improve your top 5 things to increase and to increase your Shopify sales, and then or your Etsy sales, for example. And then they go into it and it's like, number 1, thumbnails. Have good thumbnails, guys. You got to have clear, good quality thumbnails. Number 2, and it's like, wait a minute, go back to number 1. Can you explain more in depth for somebody who does not know what's going on? Can you explain how to get a good thumbnail? What things can you do to generate good thumbnails? I would tell you, A, get a really good camera or have a really up-to-date cell phone that takes awesome pictures, right? You can't go wrong with that. Set whatever you're selling up. If you're selling shirts, mock them up, fold them, put it on a bench, go outside, get creative. You know what I'm saying? Get creative. If you don't know how to really mock up merchandise or products like that, I would seriously say go look at some of the successful YouTubers who do tech reviews and things like that, how they show off products and things like that. You'll get a good idea. I already know that stuff, so I didn't even need that information. It's very important. But what else I would say is how to get those mock-ups. Let's just say that's not an option for you. The other way that you can get really good mock-ups, especially if you're doing t-shirts that have quotes or words, things like that, it's very, very important that when you put that up as your thumbnail for people to see and possibly buy, that it's very, very clear and they can see exactly what it is that they're buying. So if you're having words or quotes, what you want to do is use like a mock-up generator. You might have to purchase a software, go to a place like Placeit. Printful has a really good one, a really decent one, and it's free. But if you want to use one that you're going to get really, really good professional mock-ups, I would say go to Placeit and use Placeit. But yeah, use your images and things like that, or your quotes or words like that, and generate mock-ups for your thing, because those are very, very professional. And when people see that, they feel more confident about making a purchase. right off the bat. So those are ways that you can generate really good mock-ups. And that's an example that I'm giving. That's an example that information you won't get from a lot of people. How do I do mock-ups? That's just an example. And these are examples that I've seen in videos where they don't even touch on it. You know, a really big pet peeve of mine is talking about marketing. It's one of those topics that nobody actually delves into and gets detailed with, is the marketing. And the reason why I say it is because marketing is very, very difficult. Marketing is not something that you can just talk about for 2 minutes and then, just expect somebody to get it. Marketing, by saying marketing, you need more than that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're talking about marketing, for example, it's very, very important that you decide what type of marketing you're going to be doing. You have the free social media marketing, which is something everybody should do, whether you're using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Snapchat, whatever that shit is. How do you market? You could be taking videos, selfies, videos on like TikTok, short videos showing off your product. Maybe you're wearing something, you're showing it off and you're sharing it with everybody else on the platform. These are things that's called free promotional marketing. You can go to Instagram, do the same thing. Everybody's on Instagram. Put up really good mock-up photos, or even cell phone pictures or regular pictures from a camera. Doctor those up with Photoshop or something, and then put those on there. So for people to see, this is free marketing. The other option that you have as far as marketing goes would be paid marketing, paid advertisement. And that would be something like if you're on Etsy, spending $1 a day or more a day on your listings, right? To get them promoted by paying. You pay by the click. So a lot of people don't understand that on Etsy, let's say, for example, you set your budget for advertising to $5 a day. It doesn't mean that they're going to spend $5 a day. It just means that depending on your clicks and how many people click on your thing and the bids that they get from it will determine your budget. So, you could go today with a $5 budget and have like, let's just say like 100 clicks, or not even 100. Say you had 30 clicks and boom, you had 1 or 2 sales. You know what I'm saying? That covered your $5. Let's just say today off of 2 sales, let's just say you made $100. You spent, or you're probably going to spend $5, but then you just made $95 more based on that ad, on those ad purchases. So these are things that you can do. There's other avenues as far as if you want to go solo on your own to try to get those things done. Like you can go to Pinterest. Use Pinterest is free, or create ads. Really good place to generate traffic. You got things like Google AdWords, a little more in depth, not as user friendly. You need to really know how to target your demographics, use keywords, and things like that in order to really dial in who you're trying to get your advertisement to. Again, these are things that aren't really talked about. And there are some, like I said, there are creators that I've seen that I've actually gotten a lot of help from, where they say, try this or try that, and they go in depth, and that's really, really valuable. And quite a few of these people who go in depth, they're not even that, people aren't even like, they're not even that popular. And so you can kind of understand that there's value in both ways, like I said, of promoting your business, as far as like T-shirts and stuff like that, how to build a brand and things like that. These are the things that you will see. You will see people actually giving info, and then you'll see people vaguely talking about how to build your brand, or they're focused They focus you on how to build a brand, which to me, again, is misleading, because you can create a website or store within an hour or less. You can create a website, a web page for like Shopify within an hour or less, right? You can do these things, but you can't. They can teach you how to get your images and things like that, to create your own brands, your logo and things like that. But what they're not telling you is that how hard it is to get people to purchase something from you that has a personal logo. It's very, very difficult. People don't know who you are. They've never heard of you. They might Google you if you have some really cool shit. They might look at it and say, man, who's this person? Who is this? You know, what company is this? I never heard of them. And they might look you up and see, you know, what's going on. But, you know, there's a plague of videos out there that are just trying to get people on the bandwagon of starting their own thing. And to me, it's like you're actually doing the space a disservice, because you're flooding it with a lot of people who don't really have any intention of putting in hard work. All they're gonna do is watch your video, go create a store within an hour, and then be absolutely stuck because they have no idea what to do to market, to get their product out there and get it seen. They have no idea. You just basically showed them how to get a store and somehow maybe create a logo. And where do they go from there? Nobody's gonna buy their shit with a personal logo unless it's absolutely dope or it's just a fluke. What I would tell people is to get your stuff going. Before you even get it going, get ideas, get some artwork down, you know, decide how many different art pieces you're going to use, whether it's going to be full color design or if it's going to be quotes, memes or word shirts. What is it that you want to do? What target do you want to go after? What niche are you going to be in? And overall, what do you see yourself doing with this space? I mean, what do you see yourself doing? Ask yourself, are you good at social promotion? Do you know anybody that can do social promotion, that can help you put this on social media? Maybe help you with the ads if you don't know how to run them. These are all different things that you can do. Like I said, that's going to get you in the path to success, because there's no necessarily one thing that you can do that will get you a sale. These people can't guarantee you sales. What they can guarantee you is that you're more than likely going to have more movement or possible sales if you follow these steps, like knowing how to market, learning SEO on the platform that you're on, learning how to research keywords. That's going to go along with your SEO. That's going to help you how to name and word your titles, which keywords that need to be targeted under the tag section of your listing, things like that. These are real fundamental things that you need, versus just thinking that I got to get a good picture, put it on there, put a little title on there, and then sit back and wait. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. The hardest thing that you can do is getting your first sale. And if it's easy to get your first sale, then you're well on your way. Because I know for me, it was very, very hard. Very, very hard. I had somebody message me yesterday and asked, hey man, love your products, love your store. Can you tell me how you got your page so much followings, and you know how your page is blown up, and you know how your store's blown up and things like that? And it's a loaded question, because it's like, well, yeah, I can give you vague information, general information of how I did it, but if I had to go into in-depth with every single person that I did that for, then you'll start to wonder why these guys are creating courses. It's because, hey, look, I don't have time to talk about every single thing, but if you want that information, go buy my course. That's why I say courses are great if you're using a reputable person, but or they may put out little gems in their videos, but you have to do that research. But what you're going to come across a lot is a lot of vague information that doesn't give you much detail that you would like. But yeah, they asked me that, and I told them the same thing. I said, hey man, matter of fact, I actually told them, I said, hey, you know, it's very, very tough to get going, but you have to stick with it, have confidence, you know, be very creative. I said, and just stick with it. I was like, the hardest thing you can do is getting your first sale, because he said, oh, I'm opening up my shop. I said, getting your first sale is the hardest thing ever, because while you're waiting for your first sale, you're trying to figure out, well, how many listings do I put up? Is more than 5 too much? I haven't gotten a sale yet. Do I put out 10 designs? Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too little. It's like, these are the things that some things you need to figure out by yourself, and these are some things that you're going to figure out with the research. So I told him basically, look, these are the things that you need to have to be successful. If you want to know more about, for example, where to get inventory, shirts, supplies, where do you get vinyl, where do you get a vinyl cutter, where do you get a heat press? Are you trying to do print on demand, or are you trying to make it yourself to keep more profit? Like, what are you doing? There's a lot of different things in there, a lot of different factors that are very important in you knowing how to be successful. So the first thing I did was I told him that bit. What are you trying to do? Doing print on demand? Are you doing it yourself? If you're doing it yourself, go buy my ebook. I have an ebook up there that's like, I got an ebook up there that's, I don't know, I think I put it for like $1.99, and it's a pretty detailed, in-depth detail of what to do if you're a beginner, and things like that. Things like, if you don't have a wholesale license or a resale certificate from your state, how do you get cheaper shirts? There are some places that you can go, but you have to have your wholesale license to be able to utilize those wholesale prices. Otherwise, you'll have to go to a retail store to buy retail shirts at retail price. What's the difference? So if you go to a place like, damn, I forgot what place I used to use a lot. Oh man, that's so bad. It's a really good place. I can't even remember it off the top of my head. But this is a place where you can go and you can get blanks. You can get your blanks, your shirts. And the prices aren't very bad at all. You know, you're probably gonna, you know, let's say for a Bella and Canvas, shirt, that's one of their new options. It might be like around between $4 and $6. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. But if you were to have your wholesale license and certificate, that same shirt would probably cost you $2 and some change. So there's a big difference there. So in my article or in my ebook, I tell you, if you're just starting out, you need to go to a place like this, and I give you the place to go. Go here, get your shirts. If you have a resale certificate, you need to go to these places. And that's the detailed information that people need, because that they don't know. Where do I go? What's the best place to go? This is stuff that should be in your course or ebook that people are gonna get. So it's very important that you know some of these things to get going. But yeah, definitely a lot of knowledge that you need to know. But anyways, I've been rambling on. If you've been watching this video, this is like the 5th time I tried it. Anyways, catch you guys later in the next one. Get your hustle on, make some money. Peace.